And we're back. Okay, in this video we're going to introduce something called a prefab. Now I say introduce, but you've actually already used prefabs before, you just haven't created any. Prefabs are any time you create a group of objects or other things. We saw those in the particle systems were prefabs. Actually, the first and third person controllers are also prefabs. They're made up of a number of items, some geometry, maybe some code, maybe lights, maybe particle systems. So we're going to make some here. We're going to make one in this video, and then we'll make another couple later on. Prefabs are good if you're going to use lots of copies of something in a scene and you need to call them and create them using code. And as you might imagine, we've got in a shooter game, we're going to be creating a lot of projectiles, and we don't want to just create a gazillion projectiles and have them sitting around. First off, we may not create enough, but it's going to be kind of boring even if we do. So it's much better to just create a prefab of a projectile, and then in the code, whenever we need one, we can just create it from the prefab. So that's what we're going to do in this video. So let's get going. Okay, so the first thing I'm going to do is create a folder. So we just come anywhere onto the project window that's an open space and right click and select Create Folder. And I'm going to name this folder Prefabs. So there we go. And now with the folder selected, I'm going to come to the Create menu and select Prefab. So there it is. And now I'm going to name this prefab Bullet. Okay, there it is. Now I'm going to come over to the Hierarchy menu and take the projectile and drag it in. And now click on our Bullet prefab, and there's our preview. Now under the Create menu, create a material, and I'm going to call this Bullet Material. And there we go, hit enter, come up to the colors. I'm just going to make this kind of a red-orange color. Let's come over here. Let's just do this by the numbers maybe. So, yeah, that looks pretty good. It's not real critical. You can do whatever you want with yours. And then drag the material to the bullet prefab. And now look at the bullet there in the scene. It's got the orange color. Now this is both the prefab and the instance there in the hierarchy menu, but we don't actually need this one, so we'll delete it. And it's gone from the hierarchy menu. It's still over here in the project menu. We still have our bullet prefab, so in code we can actually create as many copies of that as we want. But we don't have that one sitting there motionless on the screen. So that's prefabs. It was a fairly simple one. We'll be doing some more, but that's it for this video, and we'll see you on the next one.